Hello, everybody. Good evening. I hope you are fine and and it's working well for us. Let me check if everything's fine here. Everything is connected. Looks like well. Okay, great. Good to have you all here. Good to see you. And today we have our reflection of the day. And today's reflection it is message number 45 from the book Living Spring, and the message title is Only in This Way. Only in This Way. Message number 45, and the book is Living Spring. When we think about uh, only only in this way, oh, I forgot before we need to do our initial prayer. So let's raise up our minds, connect with superior spirits, with Kardec radio mentors, Spirit Society of Ireland mentors, ask them to enlighten ourselves, to allow this message reach those hearts who are anxious and needed for this message. Amen. Okay, so only in this way. What 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 we think when we start to reflect a reflection when we start a reflection about only in this way. It's the only manner. That is just way to do it, and that's it. If you agree, if you don't agree, if you want, if you don't want, if you feel comfortable, if you not feel comfortable, doesn't matter. That is only one way. Only one way to learn. Only one way to do an action. Only one way to make it possible. Only one way. That's it. And we try to understand why sometimes uh, I think you say why we don't have choice. I'm saying yes, we do have choice. The pathway to learn it is love, and you have choice how you're gonna learn it by love or through pain. But you will learn. There is only one way. Learn. That's it. Full stop. You have many choices, you have many opportunities, you have many ways, but just one way take you to there. You can avoid those that road, you can postpone, you can hold, you can do whatever you think. But there is only one way. Let's see what's Emmanuel is saying to us here. Only in this way. Here is John 15:8. In, in this is my Father glorified, that you bear much fruit. Thus you will be my disciple. So you will bear fruit. If you're gonna if you're gonna give fruits, it's because you follow Jesus' teachings, Jesus' way. Emmanuel says, in our times of affliction, the Father is invoked. In times of joy, he is worshipped. On the stormy nights, he is anxiously longed for. On festive days, he is solemnly revered, revered, praised by his thankful children and forgotten by ingrates. The Father always gives, spreading the blessings of his infinite goodness amongst the good and the bad, the just and the unjust. He teaches the worm to crawl, the bushes to grow, and the human being to think. Again, it's not a point to agree or not agree. It's a moment in which we need to accept it because you're going to reach your evolution. You're going to reach your destination. Even though the destination you want is not good for you. Like he teach the worm to crawl, the bush to grow, and the human being to think. So you think you are perfect to analyze what is good, what isn't, what is not good for you. You are the only one who knows what is best for you. You are the only one who knows the truth. You can say to someone with a smile in your face, I'm okay, now it's fine. But inside you are devastated. Or the other way around. You can say to someone, oh, I'm so sorry, it's a pity. But inside you are laughing. It's up to you, my friends. You decide the way you want to go. You decide if you want to make it a blessing, a hardship, okay, but it's up to you. You make it. The same God who helps those who does charity, who always being helpful, is a wonderful person. It is the same God who helps those who are not doing it. Why? Because he loves. He believes in us. He knows we will get it sooner or later. And time, it is what he must have. He can wait until we wake up. Nonetheless, no one should have any doubts about what the Supreme Lord expects of us. From one lifetime to the next, He helps us to grow and to serve Him, so that someday we may become part of His divine love and glorify Him. Again, time is the best remedy here ever. You're going to reach there. I'm going to reach there. When? I have no clue, but we will. However, we will never arrive at such a condition simply by means of a thousand bright hues of sentiments and reasoning. Our higher ideals are indispensable, and at heart, they resemble the most beautiful and fragrant of flowers of a tree. Our learning is essential, of course, and in a sense, it comprises the robustness of the respectable trunk. Our lofty aspirations are precious and necessary, and they represent the living and promising leaves. All these requirements are imperative for the harvest. Remember, before you harvest something, you need to sow it. So, after you sow it, you need to water, you need to wait to grow until it's time to. Thank you, Stella. Thank you. So, to harvest, a long process from the beginning until the end is necessary. Sometimes you sow, but comes the rain, comes the storm, hurricane, and you lose everything. Sometimes you sow, and the dry days come, and you lose everything. We needed to take a farmer as an example for ourselves. Sometimes they lose the entire year of production. But what happened? Next season, he is preparing the soil to harvest, to sow again, in a hope that this time everything's gonna be okay. This is us. We will get there. How? Many people have different ways, different beliefs, different ways to do it. That's the point. That's the point. All these requirements are imperative for the harvest. The same happens in the fields of the soul. Only when we open ourselves to the Father's decrees of universal love, working for the eternal good, can we glorify Him. To that end, the Master was clear in his statement. May our activity on life's journey produce much fruit of peace and wisdom, love and hope, faith and joy, justice and mercy, in a constant and worthy personal endeavor. For that is the only way we can glorify the Father, and the only condition in which we can be disciples of the crucified and resurrected Master. Again, what Emmanuel is saying to us here is don't 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 be afraid to try and do not succeed. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to lose. Don't be afraid to try. Because all these are lessons, are learning points for ourselves. All these are moments in which we need to improve ourselves every single day. Every action, it is a learning point. What we need to do, it is evaluate our actions, evaluate ourselves. What I did good, what I did bad, what I can improve, what I can do differently. This is our ability to think. In other words, this is us. Don't be afraid to live. Don't be afraid to fight for your beliefs. Don't be afraid to believe in yourself. And don't be afraid to make mistakes. Okay, I think that's the message for today. Again, book is Living Springs. Oops. Message number 45. Only in this way. We are there. Okay? So before we close here, I just need to remind you we will have at 8:30 p.m. Irish time the virtual healing. So everyone is more than welcome to join. There is no link. You just need to go to our webpage, uh, Spiritism Society of Ireland in YouTube, and the link is going to be there. Also, um, we are we will have here in Ireland um, uh, um, a lunch, a special lunch, a brunch, a special brunch, let's say, um, on the 17th of December. Everyone is invited. And the reason, our main goal is raise money to help an entire village in Congo. We help this village for many years, and this year is not going to be different. We used to help 207 children at cost of $15 today, because $15 we spent last year, so now we are working with the number at $20. So we need to raise this money in order to give them food, clothes, shoes, and books. This is what we do every single year, and this year is not going to be different. For that, um, we are, if you go to beans stew, feijoada, and Eventbrite, you can buy your tickets. It's 12 euros per ticket. If you want to make a donation to help us, please, you can just buy the tickets, or you can contact me at spiritismisland@gmail.com. We can arrange on one way, okay? But we need to raise this money to make those children's is an entire village in Congo, okay? So thank you, my friends. I wish you a happy end of Tuesday, or good morning for you who are in the other side of the world. Good morning to you, and I wish you all a wonderful day, a wonderful night. Stella Puig, thank you for your comments. I really appreciate. I'm I'm far to coaching here, but I can share my viewpoint here. And if somehow this helps someone, I I'm more than happy. Okay. So thank you. I'll be back on Thursday. Don't forget the healing session at 8:30. So it's about you in 1 hour. And our event in December. Okay. Thank you, my friends. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good evening, good afternoon, good night. Thank you. Bye bye.